Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Shivoham, Shivoham.
Namaste and welcome to Kaivalya Yoga Gurukulam for this guided meditation session. I have loosely titled this session as guided meditation. It is guided Omkar chanting for now, and we will see how the universe guides us every Friday as we learn and slowly build upon this. So welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for taking time and being part of this session. Please be aware that this is a technical, we are going through a technical format, if you will. There is technology involved. It is very possible that in the middle or during, on the beginning or towards the end, we could lose a connection. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But I'm just saying any of these disturbances could happen. But let that not disturb you mentally or upset you in any way, because that will work counter. Be aware before, be prepared that if anything goes wrong, if the connection is off, or for some reason something goes wrong, that you just continue to enjoy that peace. Whatever you have gained, let us be grateful for that. So I just wanted to put it out there because I'm aware that these are so sensitive. At least I take this very seriously. So when something goes wrong, I have to make sure that my mind stays in that same state and be grateful. At least I got a chance to practice this much. There are really no medical cons, pros and cons that I know of in this practice, but nevertheless, if you are participating, if you have any doubts, please consult with your medical practitioner before you do this. It is simply chanting an Om and going within. So I don't see why anybody should or shouldn't do it. Everybody is welcome to try this. Initially, before we begin, we will do a few kriyas and simple bandhas, and then prepare ourselves for this guided Om chanting. But before all that, hopefully you've got your mind to a state of a little bit of mindfulness. So let's chant 3 Oms and open ourselves to this practice. Let us first begin with 2 kriyas. One is the Kakashuddhi kriya. We'll just do this 3 times. For those of you who are regular for my yoga classes, you are aware of this. For others, you just, if you're coming for this for the very first time, just do it simply as I do it now. And then if you want, you can always refer. There is a playlist called Yogic Kriyas in which I've explained this more in detail. But it's very simple. Hands on your thighs. Sit up tall and straight. You're going to breathe out powerfully with the mouth spouted like a beak of a crow. And you're going to throw the breath out and follow it and empty the lungs completely till you can't breathe out anymore. And breathe in and come up. It's a powerful detoxification of the body. Get the detoxification out. So we'll just do this 3 times. Do as many as you can. And for those of you who are older in age and you don't want to disturb yourself too much, don't go don't go too much into it. Just gently breathe out, and that should help as well. So let's take a deep breath. For those of you who know, at your own pace, let's do it together. And go. Empty the lungs, breathe in, and come up. One more time. Breathe in and come up. One more time. Breathe in, come up. Let's close our eyes for a few moments. Allow this experience to settle down. Observe the body, observe changes, if any. Gently open your eyes. The next kriya is Agnisara kriya. We'll do this again just 3 times. You're going to breathe out, hold the breath out, pull your stomach in, and then just simply holding the breath out, flap the stomach in and out, and then breathe in. This fans the digestive fire within. When this fire becomes active, your mind becomes active, awake, and you'll be able, it's like lighting a lamp in the altar before meditation. It's a very beautiful and powerful exercise before yoga and before meditation. So try it. For those of you trying first time, just try it playfully, okay? And you can always refer to the yogic kriyas. For those of you who are in my classes regularly, it should be already familiar to you. Let's do this 3 times at your own pace. Breathe out. Pull your stomach in. Breathe in and come up. Once again, breathe out. One last time, breathe out. Breathe in and come up. Again, close your eyes for a few moments. Allow this experience to settle in your body. Observe the body in the meantime. Gently open your eyes. In Hatha Yoga practice, Hatha Yoga leads to Raja Yoga. So in Hatha Yoga practice, you prepare the body. So you sit straight, tall and straight. You can use a bolster to sit on. If you cannot sit on the floor, or if you're sitting on the chair, make sure you're not leaning back, because leaning back will not be ideal. Try and sit up straight. Unless you have a medical problem and you can't, then you can just lean back and do this. Otherwise, try and sit up straight, ideally. The process in Hatha Yoga is to take the energy from down and move it up. This may appear abstract in the beginning. It did when I started this practice. It didn't make sense to me, but I just kept at it, till I began to experience this beautiful awakening expansion. So be very patient. If you cannot understand and follow it, just simply sit back and enjoy, if you will. All right? Don't think too hard, don't analyze too hard, don't logically try to get yourself in the right place at the right time. Those kind of, the mind could go back and forth trying to understand what's going on. Just let it be. It's a new experience perhaps, and the brain is trying to logically analyze it. That part will go on. Just ignore it. Just begin to say, I'm going to enjoy this session. I'm going to playfully enjoy my consciousness rising from the Muladhara all the way up to the Sahasrara. There are 7 centers of consciousness that we focus on. And the mind is in all the centers. Predominantly at any given point, it is in one of these centers. So we're going to, when we chant the Om in each chakra, we're going to meditate, pause before Om, prepare ourselves. I'll guide you into that. You listen, prepare yourself, visualize there, and then we chant the Om. And then we pause, meditating on that. What did we just do? And then we prepare ourselves for the next Om. Between the Oms, I will ring a little bell, just a gentle thing to say that we are now ready for the next Om. Okay? You will get it, and I'm sure I'll also be guided to do this. This is not scripted, as you see. I just have my Tanpura on my iPad. Otherwise, this is not scripted. I'm not going to read it from any script, but I'm just going to allow the universe to guide me. I trust in that more than some written text. All right. Before we do that, we have to prepare our body with the bandhas. So once we do the bandhas, we will be ready for the Omkar chanting. Throughout the Om, you have to worry about only one bandha, mainly. Okay? The other bandhas can be in place if you can do it. The Jalandhara bandha, the neck is always slightly tilted down, like this, not too straight down. Because what happens is the brain begins to secrete what is called the soma rasa. And so the Jalandhara bandha holds it in the brain and doesn't allow it to mix down into the digestive fire. Okay, someday we will explain all of this. But for now, simply Jalandhara bandha will hold the experience in the upper echelons of consciousness. We call it the brain, but actually there is a Sahasrara and the Agnya. So it will hold the experience there. If you begin this practice right from day one to keep your neck slightly bent forward. Okay? Now, if you can also perform the Jalandhara bandha and keep your stomach always slightly pulled in and breathe in through the chest. And as you breathe out, of course, the chest contracts, the stomach also contracts, again, when you breathe in. So you can try and keep this throughout, stomach slightly pulled in. So that is the activating of the digestive fire. That is what keeps the consciousness up. But all of this will come with practice. Okay? And of course, the last one in this, I'm selling by priority. The priority, this is first priority throughout the practice. This is easiest and the most important to do in meditation. Whether you're chanting or meditating. Both are very, very, very same. Mindful chanting is very, very powerful meditation as well. Then comes the Udhyana bandha, Lagu Udhyana, where you slightly pull your stomach in and keep it active. So it activates the digestive fire. It activates the manipura, the fire element. Keeps the body, the flame, the candle alive, if you will. And the last one in this, the most difficult to keep, and the last one is the Mula Bandha, where you contract the perineum muscles and hold it contracted throughout the practice. But that may not happen right away. And it's okay. I'm just saying all these only because some of you may be ready for it, some of you are just beginning, and all of this is okay. If you can't do it, doesn't mean you're not progressing. It took me 2 or 3 years for all of this to come on, having practiced regularly one at a time. So take one at a time, okay? Before we begin the practice, we are going to do all the 3 bandhas. Hold the bandhas for a few moments. Open eyes. Again, we do the 3 bandhas. Hold it, open eyes, and relax the bandhas. Again, we do the 3 bandhas. So bandhatraya, all the 3 bandhas begin to lock the consciousness in its place, and lock the mind rather in its place, because that is what bandhas are. Bandhas are locks. So the energy, instead of moving into the earth, begins to stop. right there because of Mula Bandha. The Uddiyana Bandha begins to pull that earth energy and move it upwards. Okay, and the Jalandhara holds that earth energy and all of these lower energies in the chest region, the heart region. So let us practice these bandhas 3 times. How do we do this? Okay, I'm going to breathe in first. As I breathe out, all the 3 bandhas will come into place in one long exhalation. Again, try this playfully, okay? So this is how it goes. I'm just going to demonstrate. Then we'll do this 3 times. I breathe in. As I breathe out first, I bend my neck down. My exhalation is going on, right? So I bend my neck down. I pull in the Mula Bandha. I pull in my stomach slightly. See, pulling in stomach slightly is just this much. If you notice, my stomach is like this. I'm just holding it. That's all. You don't have to go. You don't have to do this much. That's too much for meditation. Just the stomach, instead of falling it out, you're going to keep it pulled up straight. Okay, that is the Lagu Uddiyana, it is called. So, as I exhale, my neck comes down into Jalandhara, my stomach gets pulled in, and the Mula Bandha. All the 3 simultaneously falls in place. And then I breathe in and out a couple of times, holding the 3 bandhas. Be very conscious of the 3 bandhas. Don't think of anything else. Mula Bandha is the first thing that can go loose. Slightest distraction in the mind is reflected in the Mula Bandha. That is why mind and earth element are very, when we spoke about the earth element and our thoughts and all of that. So holding the Mula Bandha really helps in controlling the earth element in us. Otherwise, the earth element becomes heavy and it starts pulling us down. Okay, that's why distraction happens in our mind during meditation. So when you're holding the 3 bandhas, you're going to be breathing in and out, of course, with the chest a couple of times. And then you'll be very focused, observing how does the Mula Bandha feel, how does the Uddiyana feel, how is the Jalandhara feeling. And then relax all the 3, open the eyes, and we'll repeat it again. This is the first class, so I'm taking time to explain this. The next class onwards, we will go into the bandhas much more with very less explanations. So hopefully you're ready. Sit up tall and straight. Now you can sit in lotus pose if you will. My favorite is Siddhasana. I'm using a plank. I'm using this heel of mine to press against the perineum. So it locks, it adds to the Mula Bandha for me. We'll talk about this more as we are going to learn the earth element, and I'm going to talk about the Mula Bandha more in detail. So we will come to that. But for now, whatever is comfortable for you, whatever you're used to, don't put everything new at once. It becomes too much, right? So take one step at a time. We'll just focus on the Omkar chanting today. So let's do the bandhas. Sit up tall and straight. Taking a deep breath. And as you breathe out, gently bend your neck down. Pull your stomach slightly in and contract the perineum. Breathe in and out, holding all the 3 bandhas. Focus on the Mula. Focus on the Uddiyana. And the neck is bent down, so Jalandhara is in place. And gently relax all the 3 bandhas. Slowly raise your head up. You can continue keeping your eyes closed. We'll do this 2 more times and then slowly drift into the Om chanting. Once again, when you're ready, breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly bend your neck down into Jalandhara Bandha. Perform the Mula Bandha. Perform the Lagu Uddiyana. Bandhatraya, all the 3 bandhas in place. Breathe in and out. Observe how it feels as you hold these bandhas. And relax. 3 bandhas. Once again, raise your head up. You can continue keeping your eyes closed. And one last time. Take a deep breath. As you breathe out, gently bend your head down. Jalandhara Bandha. Moola Bandha, Udiyana Bandha. All simple, lagu versions. Hold it. Keep breathing in and out. Keep the Jalandhara Bandha in place. Gently release the Moola Bandha alone and see if you can hold the Uddiyana Bandha during the Omkar practice. If it goes away, that's fine, but keep the neck slightly bent forward. With your eyes closed, become mindful. Let's prepare ourselves for the Om. Gently take your awareness deep down the spine. Seen from the crown of your head, the base of your spine represents the innermost place of your mind. It holds memories of past lives. Your entire evolution history is stored in the base of your spine, known as the Muladhara. Between the anus and the genitals, gently contract the perineum muscle. And your awareness is drawn to the foundation, Muladhara. Try and hold the Mula Bandha as you chant the first Om. Simply keep your awareness there at the base of the spine. Going deep into yourself. Take a deep breath. Let's chant the Om. If you finish the Om earlier than I do, just stay listening to the sound. Keeping our mind focused in the Muladhara, we connect the earth element. Be aware of the body, the bones, the muscles, the tissues, everything that is material within you and without you is matter. That is the energy of the Muladhara, solid matter. Once again, hold the Mula Bandha in place. Let us chant the second Om. Breathe in. Become the earth. Understand the prana, the energy that is stored in the earth element. Allow the energy from the earth to enter through the Muladhara into the body. Bathe in that energy. Where there is matter, we relate to matter primarily to the sense of smell. Smell triggers memories held across lifetimes. So in the third Om, contemplate on the sense of smell. Breathe in. Gently shift your awareness just about an inch above the Muladhara. In the region of the sexual organs is where the consciousness of all the senses prevail. The swadishthana chakra. This is the place where we hold our likes and dislikes, tastes, habits, addictions. This is where we create a sense of reality through our senses. Focus in the region of the sexual organs. Meditate on the energy of and the power of creativity of the senses as you chant this Om. Breathe in. The senses give you a taste of what is beyond the senses. The eyes presents multiple colors representing the brilliance that lies beyond these. The ears present sound waves representing the unfathomable vibration that caused all of this. Sense of smell connects us to Mother Earth, keeps us anchored and grounded. Sense of taste gives us the pleasure of experience, indicating the supreme experience that lies beyond the sense of taste. And the sense of touch gives you a hint of how one can expand one's consciousness. These senses are constantly fluctuating, and therefore they are predominantly connected to the water element, both in the body and the water outside in the universe, as in rivers and ocean. So in the next Om, meditate on the water element. Think of the blood, the sweat, the urine, tears. Feel the connection with the water in your body, with the rivers, with the ocean, with the rain. The constant flux and change in nature. And know that life itself is born of water. Absorb the energy of prana from the water. Take a deep breath. Water is life-giving. Just as earth has the prana, so does water. Allow your consciousness to merge with the water element. Be the river, be the ocean. Feel the connection with the waters in this beautiful planet and the waters inside your body. The river is an extension of you. The ocean is an extension of you. And as you think of the water, the predominant sense that is associated with water is a sense of taste. And therefore in this Om, begin to focus on the sense of taste, the tongue. Understand the moistness in the tongue. And know that the tongue is the one that connects you through the sense of taste into the world of experience. Take a deep breath. For a few moments, still the tongue within the mouth. Curl the tongue gently, touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Hold it there for a few moments. Keeping the tongue absolutely still. Take a deep breath. As you breathe out, gently move your awareness further up the spine to the region of the navel. Therein lies the manipura chakra. Manipuraka is where the eye is born. A crest jewel comes into existence. Distinctions appear between the I and mine. And the not I and the not mine. Territories are formed in this region. Manipuraka means crest jewel, and that jewel is the I. Meditate upon the I in you. Simply know that the I prevails, whether the body is young, youthful, or old, whether the body is healthy or sick, the I prevails. Taking a deep breath. This I is the lamp that is lit and it burns radiantly in connection with the fire element in the center of our body. Krishna in the Gita says, I reside in the belly of the beings as the fire. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritaha. It is this I when it expands beyond the body, beyond the mind, reveals itself as the divine I. The I that is glowing in our consciousness comes from this chakra, and therefore connect this glow to the radiance of the sun, the energy of the sun around which everything revolves in this dimension as we know it. All our actions and thoughts revolve around the I. All the planets revolve around the sun. So connect to the sun, the warmth from the sun, the radiance of the sun. Connect to the fire element. Taking a deep breath. The eyes reflect the light of the universe and presents us with vision. And therefore, in the next Om, shift your awareness to the sense of sight, the eyes. What we see through the eyes is a representation, a small representation of what the eye cannot see and what is beyond the eyes. In this Om, meditate on the sense of sight. Take a deep breath. The colors that you see through the eyes all merge into a brilliant light. At a later stage, every color has a beauty and energy, all coming from the same source. Gently take a deep breath. As you breathe out, slowly move your awareness further up the spine to the region of the heart. Herein lies a chakra called the Anahata chakra. Anahata means unstruck sound. Where consciousness is enmeshed with feelings, emotions, powerful energies that stem from the I. In this Om, focus your attention on the heart region. Take in a deep breath. Emotions and feelings is what energizes a thought, brings a thought into manifestation. At this level, consciousness gains tremendous power to manifest. And in that power of manifestation, it understands the energy of expansion. And therefore, this chakra is connected to the air element. Air expands. Air moves freely. The breath that flows in and out of your body carries your consciousness out with every exhalation and brings the universal intelligence into you with every inhalation. With the breath, you're able to expand or contract your consciousness. And therefore, in this Om, connect to the air element. And with your exhalation, as you chant the Om, allow your consciousness to travel out into the universe, expanding. Breathe in. As you inhale, draw the energies of the universe, the prana. The energy of Hanuman lies dormant in breath. Inhale the universe into you. Exhale the little I and the littleness out into the universe. With every exhalation, as the little I leaves the body, you experience a sense of peace, of expansion. Air is felt in our body, comes into our consciousness through the sense of touch, the surface of the skin, the tips of the fingers. So as you chant this Om, be aware of the Chin Mudra that you may have performed with your fingers, or simply be conscious of your fingers, keep them relaxed, and know that the state of your fingers represent the state of the breath, the air element in the body. Focus on the sense of touch in this Om. Breathe in. Know that the breath is the bridge between the body and the mind. Connects us to the universal mind. Connects us to space, to Akasha, where all information is stored. Take in a deep breath. As you breathe out, gently shift your awareness to the throat region, to the Vishuddha, the throat chakra. With your head gently bent down, this place and location is perhaps easy to contemplate on. Take in a deep breath. Vishuddha means pure, untainted, unsullied. And that is space. Ether. All the other elements are contained in ether and space. Space itself is unbounded. All of this creation that we experience is in space. Connect to the space element in your body, the region of the throat where sound emanates, the region of the eardrums, space in your nostrils, and connect that to the space of the universe. In space lies expansion. Contemplate on the space element as you chant this Om. Take a deep breath. When you chant the next Om, allow your consciousness to drift into the space. That drifting doesn't need to have a direction. Let the consciousness expand in all directions. Take in a deep breath. Only vibrations and frequencies exist in space. That is the seed form of sound. The Om is a representation of that vibration. And therefore, as you drift into the space element, focus on the sound, the melody, the vibrational pattern, the frequency that emanates from your throat. And allow those sounds to merge into the vibrational frequencies of the earth and space around it. Let this Om mingle into all the elements of creation. Taking a deep breath. Gently move your awareness up to the third eye. The Ajna. Allow the caterpillar in you to emerge into a butterfly. Transcending all the 5 elements. Where the energy of the mind transforms itself into spirit. Focus in the region between the 2 eyebrows. The neck is still bent down. Taking a deep breath. Allow the eye of wisdom to open. All the chakras below represents relative existence. Here is where the little eye transforms itself into the bigger eye. The Guru within, the God within. This eye is never born, will never die. It will always be I am. Contemplate on this absolute truth as you chant this Om with your focus in the region between the eyebrows. Breathe in. Taking a deep breath. As you move your consciousness to the crown. Allow your consciousness to expand. Allow the silent rhythms within your breath, your pulse, and your thought to merge with the cosmic rhythms of the universe. Taking a deep breath. Let your focus be right on top of the head. Allow your consciousness to break through the top into infinity. Be the universe. Contain the entire universe in your consciousness. Identify with the Supreme I as you chant this Om. Finally, think of the bindu, the dot in the Om. Become the dot. Be the Om. Breathe in. All that was, all that is, all that will be is the Om. Omkaram bindu samyuktam nityam dhihayanti yogina. all actions, all thoughts begin and end with Om. All experiences begin, end with Om. The Om is what prevails in the waking state, dreaming state, deep sleep state, the superconscious state, and the state beyond. The I is eternal. The Om is eternal. The I is the Om. The Om is the I. Gently bring your awareness back to the bandhas. Taking a deep breath as you breathe out. Once again, contract the perineum to the Mula, Udhyana. Become aware of the bandhas. Bring your awareness back into the body. Become revitalized and energized in the thought that within you lies the connection with the infinite, the Guru within, the Sai within, the Om within. Gently release the Udhyana Bandha, the Mula Bandha. Keep a head bent down in reverence. Eyes closed. Join your palms together. Let us fill our hearts with gratitude for being given this opportunity to explore our connection with the five elements and open the doors to expansion in our consciousness. Let us unconditionally offer this practice to the universe. Om Brahmarpanam Astu. Asatoma Sadgamaya. Lead me from darkness, from untruth to truth. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Lead me from darkness to light. Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Lead me from death to immortality. Gently open your eyes. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, for being part of this meditation. Let us meet every Friday and give ourselves this divine chance to explore within, contemplate, allow the consciousness to rise. When we do this together, the energy is supremely beautiful. And even if you're watching this video at a later time, know that this experience done with this group is stored, and you will draw upon that energy from ether. Let us end this class with one Om and three Shantis. Take a deep breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.